you'd expect me to be playing around with bikes, football and all that, but that was not me. I was this kid who just, pick up a radio and, listen to all the radio shows from the Kiss 100s, Shafi Werus, the Kaliches.
Yeah.
I have a picture of me when I was like 9 in a tie, in a half coat. I started earning from fashion in high school.
How was that?
You see, when people have functions in school, and funkies, everybody wanted to look good. As far as skinny jeans. That time, skinny jeans was trending.
It was the trend,
yes. While people are studying at prep time, us were busy making money. Supposed to be a dispatcher in the airport over there, but as they say, whatever your parents want is never what your heart wants. You understand?
Okay.
But I'm also lucky to have one very supportive mom who also saw that education is not working for me, but this fashion thing is working for my son. Our biggest fashion goals is just to make sure everybody in Kenya is draped up, or rather suited up. You understand? Because at the end of the day, manners make it man.
Does the fabric matter?
Yes, it does. It does. You can come with the fabric and it end up being my curtain in the house.
Oh, all right.
You get me?
Okay, I'm sorry.
My name is Nimrod Nick, or rather Mr. NN. A man of, a rather jack of all trades. Yeah, you'll find me in the entertainment industry, the fashion industry, the media industry, and so I'd say an entertainer at large. And my main, niche is fashion, of course. Yeah.
Hello everyone, welcome to Adventures in Business on Influencer TV Kenya. My name is Joan Moneki, and guess what guys, today we are super delighted to be joined by one of the coolest and the best fashion entrepreneurs, the founder of NN Suits, a brand that is known for its class and well-tailored suits, and his deep understanding of style has definitely made it a go-to choice. And let's just turn it over to him, have him introduce himself and tell us more about him. Welcome, Nimrod.
Much appreciated. As you've said, my name is Nimrod Nick, or rather Mr. NN. A man of, a rather jack of all trades. Yeah, you'll find me in the entertainment industry, the fashion industry, the media industry, and so I'd say an entertainer at large. And my main, niche is fashion, of course. Yeah.
Amazing. So let me just start by first of all saying thank you for accepting to be part of this conversation.
Anytime.
And let me just go straight to the discussion.
Yeah.
So first of all, maybe you can tell us your background, how you were raised as a kid, what you loved doing,
As a kid?
Yes.
As a kid, I was just this child who was always, way ahead of fellow children. Like, I already knew what the entertainment business was all about, and I was introduced this through, say, my mom, who used to, buy the fashion magazines, the True Loves, the Drum magazines, and also Fridays I'd anticipate, the Pulse magazines, and Sunday the Buzz magazines, just, to be up to date to the Kenyan entertainment industry. And that's me as a very young child. You'd expect me to be playing around with bikes, football and all that, but that was not me. I was this kid who just, pick up a radio and, listen to all the radio shows from the Kiss 100s, Shafi Werus, the Kaliches.
Yeah.
So that's why right now when, I'm of age and, I'm interacting with these guys in every single day, rather daily basis, it doesn't come as a surprise to me because it's like I've walked my life with them, you understand? So as a child, it was interesting, me being as a child, because from the word go, my parents knew I was a special child. Yeah.
So did you grow up in Nairobi?
No, I was not raised in Nairobi. I was not raised in Nairobi. We're going to go deep into that.
No, exactly, because I want to know when
That said, I'll be giving you an exclusive on my documentary.
No.
And it doesn't come cheap because it's going to be part of my documentary. So if I give it all right now, I don't think if my documentary will make sense. Because
Then
I'm
you
about
can
to
tell
shoot
me
that. But I
when
can
you
just
came.
tell you.
Yeah, when you came to Nairobi.
When I came to Nairobi, I've visited Nairobi since I was a child, but now as a grown up now, let's just say being in CBD. You can be in Nairobi, but you're not in CBD. You can come to Nairobi to visit and just in the estates and all that, but you never visit the CBD. You understand? So being a CBD reveler, whereby now I'm depending on CBD as a source of living, tricks back to 2013. You understand?
All right.
Yeah, that's when now I started, getting legs in the industry, doing fashion events here and there. And it's molded, let's say my upbringing also molded that part of me. And like I told you, from the fashion magazines and all that, I was already, I already known what fashion is all about. I'd already known you have to look good. You have to wear quality shoes, you understand? You have to have a suit. I have a picture of me when I was like 9 in a tie, in a half coat and all that shit. Oh, can I cast this show? No, I can't cast, yeah. You gotta bleep that. So, I was this child who was always curious about everything that enticed me. So, in my mind, I was already an entertainer because I knew I was gonna be part of these guys in one way or another.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So when you came to the CBD,
Yeah.
did you like the first time were you not when like you just come and live and go back to home, go back home where you've grown?
Yeah.
Like when you just came and decided that this is the place I want to be.
Yeah.
Were you like coming to do a school or rather a course in fashion or something?
Actually, it was totally different. I was an aviation student.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be in the airport right now, dispatching planes over there. I studied dispatching. I'm supposed to be a dispatcher in the airport over there, but as they say, whatever your parents want is never what your heart wants.
Okay.
Yeah, I've always wanted to be an entertainer, either radio, TV, or anything to go by as far as entertainment is concerned, which I also got myself in the later future.
Yeah.
But I'm also lucky to have one very supportive mom who also saw that education is not working for me, but this fashion thing is working for my son, and he's so popular with it from campus. You know that about that. So, as they say, I just worked hard at it, and step by step, so many things just fell in place. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now, I was going to ask you what exactly sparked the idea of the business, but I already know that
it started from when I was a child. Actually,
when you were a child.
In a high school, I started earning from fashion in high school.
How was that?
You see, when people have functions in school, and people want, slim fit shirts, slim fit trousers, and sweaters, we would do it with our hands. Yeah, we just, finger the trousers. While people are studying at prep time, us were busy making money. So we were entrepreneurs from way back. I'd make crazy money, like 3,000-4,000 shillings on a weekend. Yes, we'd do like 100. Yes, it was crazy because per trouser was like 100 shillings. So that a trouser, I'm done with a trouser and a shirt and a sweater. So per client, you could get like 300, 300 shillings from one client. You understand? Imagine 100 students, and we have like 3,000 people. So you just need 100 students for the funky. And funkies, everybody wanted to look good. As far as, skinny jeans. That time, skinny jeans was trending. It was the trend. Yeah.
Yes.
So we were eating good. And, designing shoes. You see the gumboots. We designed gumboots to look like, Supras and all that stuff. It was just some creativity that was God gifted, and we already saw it coming. You understand? So me excelling in the fashion industry doesn't come back as a surprise to me. Yeah.
So where was your first fashion shop, and how did you decide that this is what I'm going to do full time? And you dropped the aviation, and you also didn't join a communication school because you really wanted to become a media personality. As well. So how did it happen, like the whole scenario?
Like I just tell you, everything just fell into place because I did not decide that now I'm going to totally, abandon my career and all that. I was still studying, but deep down I knew this thing is not for me. You understand? This fashion thing is kind of making sense. So in the process of me, carrying on the fashion sense, my boy, you already know who. So we would do like the Miss Kenyas and all that stuff. Yeah. The fashion, campus events and all that stuff. So when we used to do all those, it was molding me to be who I am today. So slowly by slowly I was seeing that, this all aviation stuff is not making sense to me. So I had to, sit down with myself and structure my life and see what's gonna make sense. And what's gonna make sense was me dominating the fashion industry. That was my mantra and that was my goal, which so far I think I've achieved.
All right.
Yeah.
So let me just ask you this. How do you balance style and affordability in designs? And what do you think makes NN Suits stand out from other fashion entrepreneurs?
What makes us stand out? I'd say uniqueness and just comfort. I always make sure my client is comfortable. I'd make sure my client tells me what his or idea is. Then me as a fashion designer, I just add the cherry on top of the cake. You just 1-2 advices and here there makes you have a powerful clientele. You understand? But when you dictate everything as far as whatever you want to deliver to your client, he or she doesn't live as a certified client.
Yes.
But when you involve him or her through the entire process, when they get outside this door, they are fully satisfied client and ready to bring the next client inside, because at the end of the day, word of mouth is still king in the entire fashion industry.
Yeah. So and how do you balance?
And that depends on the delivery.
And the balance between style and affordability in design.
Style and affordability in designs. I'd say if somebody came in with the desire of wearing an N, somebody will come and be like, okay, so this guy is working with celebrities, so he's probably expensive and all that stuff. That's what people think, you understand? When you go to my page and you see all those names, over there, you'd be scared and thinking, no, the price is going to put me off. But that's not the case. I just express myself in all ways possible. If you come to me and tell me, Nimrod, this is my budget, but I've always wanted to own a suit from NN Suits, can I get one? I'm going to give you one because you value my brand to the point that you want to wear it. That to me is already a win. Whatever you're checking off your pocket is not a win to me. You just thinking that NN is the person that can deliver me this suit. Yeah. That's all I need. Yeah. So affording it's not a problem.
Okay, so I want to believe that every other business has challenges.
Indeed.
So, and as for you, which challenges did you have and how did you overcome them?
Challenges, I'd say fabrics running out of market. You find that, see these food samples over here when you have them. So you find you've sealed a deal of, at least say, a wedding, and one of the suit samples that you had already settled down with the client has run out of market. So you have to, refund the entire deposit. That's a huge challenge to us.
And then suits, you've mentioned it, but like you have dressed very high profile people, you have dressed a lot of celebrities.
Yes.
Like, can you mention some of the names of those people that you worked for? And how was the experience?
I'd say I've worked with almost the who's and the who's not. You want me to start from MPs?
Yeah.
Jalango, I'm about to work with Salasia. The current leader, if I'm to mention, I've worked with Jeff Konange. Yeah, I've worked with P Unit, Sauti Soul. I've worked with wow. Now you're gonna make me not forget any celebrities, because I've worked with almost all celebrities. Shonarwa, Frank Jimmy, Prezo, Seth Gore, Joe Mushiri, like everybody in every docket of the entertainment industry. I've always made sure that I've touched a soul. The State House, I've dressed people in the State House, you understand? Every docket, journalists, Chief Konangi is there as a name, sports, Collins Injera is there as a name, crazy Kenya, football team, FKF, you understand? So, so many to them drop,
And I have seen fashion events here and there, and you were part of that. So what exactly is the main goal? Because there are all these models, like high, very top models in Kenya. So what's the biggest goal for that, for those events that you...
Our biggest fashion goals is just to make sure everybody in Kenya is dripped up, or rather suited up, you understand? Because at the end of the day, manners make it man, you understand?
All right.
So we want to make sure all men out here are looking dapper and everybody understands fashion as a niche, and fashion should be respected in all dockets. So we always just make sure the word is out there by, bringing in such fashion events and making sure the red carpet is very much respected. And also it adds value to the entertainment industry as large, you understand? Because Kenyans really don't know how to dress up on the red carpet. So if you do it as designers, they're going to pick up, a tip or two, so that in the next one it's much better for us as far as pictures, videos. Flying out there is concerned, because Kenya is a hub of entertainment, and we are being watched in all over the world. You understand? So we have to up our game as far as red carpet is concerned. And I'm telling you this for a fact. I want to revolutionize the industry in a very big way. So watch out for that coming soon.
So, okay. And what are the common mistakes that people do while they are dressing up in suits?
In suits, common
Yes.
mistakes
Yeah.
being trying to be uncomfortable.
Okay.
Don't be uncomfortable. Be it a lady, be it a man. If you're gonna be uncomfortable with the dress of choice, you're making a mistake.
Okay.
Be comfortable. Once you're comfortable, don't care whatever anybody else is gonna tell you, because it was your choice. Hence, your dress your choice. But be comfortable. If you're comfortable with it, nobody stands to have an opinion about it. Yeah.
All right. So, what advice would you give someone that wants to venture in the fashion business?
Fashion business. If you want to venture in the fashion business, come in with goals. Come in with ideas to change the game. Just don't come here to make money and be famous, like the elites of the fashion industry that are famous and look successful out there. Don't look that as a goal that you want as the end of the day, but don't let it be your fuel towards what you want to achieve. You understand? Make sure you have a powerful business going on. Make sure you have a route for it. Make sure you have a goal for it. What is your 5-year goals? What is your daily goals? What is your weekly goals? What is your monthly goals? What do you want to achieve? How much more do you want to invest on your brand? Make your brand be your business first, and it's gonna pay up without even knowing it.
All right.
Yes, but if you choose the money side, it will come and it will go. Yeah.
And according to you,
Yeah.
so far, like where we are and at this period as Kenyans,
Yeah.
has the Kenyan fashion evolved?
Kenyan fashion, I'd say so. Because right now, you turn heads. Every fashion designer is driving cars in Kenya, understand? That never used to be the case back in the days. So, to us, we came with it as a revolutionary, and also as we came into the industry when the social media power in Kenya was also growing.
Yeah.
And now we switched the entire industry, and we gave it to people as a job, 8 to 5. We treated it as a job. We have people we are paying, you understand, and employing people, and also helping the Kenyan economy. That was my main goal, just to make sure the Kenyan economy, we are adding much to the Kenyan economy as fashion designers in Kenya, understand, not just making money to spend it on the clubs and all that. No, I want to impact a life. I want my incomes to make sense in my tailor's life, to make sense in the finishing guy's life, to make sense in the fabrics guys. Entire fashion industry has to be accommodated. Yeah.
Right. So, what are the future plans for in like where do you see it in the next 5 years?
5 years to come.
And also, are there exciting projects on the way?
Absolutely. Me, I'm always having exciting projects coming up. So many things coming up. Podcast is coming back for the fashion. There's going to be a fashion docket. I've always overlooked it, but I have no choice but to do it, because at the end of the day, I understand it more than anything. And for NN Suits in the next 5 years, I'm not going to be better than today for a fact, because I've always been better than myself for 5 years. So I'm really looking forward to NN Suits in 5 years, because I know probably I'm going to be dressing, the king or somebody else, because who's left to work with in Kenya? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Amazing, guys. We are definitely having a lot of fun having this conversation. But for now, allow us to take a short break. We are coming back soon. Thank you. Hello, good people. It's your girl, Joan Mwaneki, and this is Prime House Interiors Limited. And nani kama sisi? Kwa sababu hakuna, leo tumekuja hapa Isli ili tukuonyeshe one of the projects that we have been working on, and it's almost done. It's a salon versus a spa. So just come with me. Let me show you everything in it. So to begin with, we decided to go for a gypsum ceiling just to give it a sleek and elevating look. Oh my God, just have a look at it. For the lights, we decided to go for the strip lights and down lights, just to give it a fresh, modern look. But for this specific part, the main light hasn't been installed. But you know what? I'm gonna show you the rest. So this side, we did glass partitioning to separate the spaces. And inside, we did something called shelvings as per the client specification, and we also did the cabinetries. The project, white is the color we went for, and to make it look less plain, we decided to go for the wainscoting. You can see it looks very lively and glorious. That's it for now, but there is more. So stay tuned for the big reveal. See you soon. Thank you so much for waiting on us, and we are back because we want to know more about Nimrod Nick. Yo, did you enjoy your break?
What's up? Of course, yeah.
Okay, amazing. So now we move from fashion to content creation.
Yeah.
I've seen you do a lot of bomb content here and there.
Appreciate it.
And trust me, you're doing it like very professionally. So how did you get to that point? And also, how do you balance between your work and content creation? And you mentioned about a documentary. Also, as you answer that question, kindly make sure that you tell us
touch on it.
just little about it, if not a lot. Yeah.
So far, the reason why I got myself into the content creation is like because of the social media algorithms right now. You can't survive without being a content creator. So everything involves content right now. Every docket of things you see right now, banks investing on content creators, pushing their marketing. It's part of the digital marketing that has taken over the entire social media by a storm. So you have to know all the aspects of what is needed from the algorithms, both Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. And me, I've measured majorly on Instagram.
And
and it's interesting because at the end of the day, I'm an entertainer. I love making people happy, and through my gift of suits, I'll always still find a way of entertaining people and still looking good for my clients who wants to pick a suit or two from my page. You understand? But when it comes to the documentary, is also me looking at myself being a legend in the entertainment industry, because I want, when it's all said and done, Nimrod left a mark, and Nimrod made so many people happy. So in all stages of my life, I've made people so many people happy. I've helped people escape suicidal thoughts. You understand? I've had people call me at 2 a.m., with drugs in their hands, knives in their hands. They want to end it all. Then I just tell them there's more to life than whatever is going on right now. So when all that is said and done, I want to tell my story in a documented way, because I've documented my life so far for almost 10 plus years in video, both video and picture form. You understand?
Yeah.
So when that time comes of me to tell my documentary, because I know I'm going to be an important person in the next 5 years, and again in the next even 50 years to come, I'll still be very relevant in the entertainment industry in one way or another. So I want, by the time people are looking at me as an icon, I have all of it documented in terms of pictures and video form, hence my documentary. Yeah.
All right. You also have a podcast.
Yeah, my podcast is to change lives. I want to change lives by making people happy. The people that are overlooked in the society, I want to have them on my podcast, from makangas, prostitutes, to my boilo guy, to dereva, matatu, to bouncers, to waiters. Those people that people don't give them podcast, they're going to be on the the Vibes podcast.
Okay.
So it's a chance for everybody to feel appreciated in the industry, to feel appreciated as a human being, and make sure you're entertained, and also tell stories of legends, and just give people the vibes, hence the vibes, because I believe I was born in this world to make people happy. Because myself, I'm always a vibe. I'm always happy. If you're around me, you'll always be laughing,
of course.
You'll always be smiling, you'll always be talking, because I was born with the aura of happiness, and I'll share it with people. Yeah.
Amazing.
I hope you're happy. I hope you're getting inspired. Yeah. I hope you can feel the aura.
Yes, please.
Can you feel it? And of course, you know what? If you can feel it, you know the vibes.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, wow. Good.
Yeah,
Right.
the energy.
Amazing.
The energy. You have to have it. Life is too short.
Yeah.
Loosen up. You know, these people take life too serious. That's the problem. To me, I viewed life in different way.
Okay.
I live my truth. I live my reality. And if you can't stand my reality, that's a you problem, not my problem.
Wow.
You get me? So yeah. Let's go.
And I hope they had that.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give them, like when choosing an outfit for the red carpet?
Basically, it depends on how you want to, make a statement on the red carpet. Probably I'd advise, to go the tax way, the velvet like you are over here, as you can see. When you turn up like this on a red carpet, trust me, the entire red carpet is yours because you're already painting the carpet red by, being powerful. And, velvet is all associated with James Bond, you understand? And Bond, when we talk about Bond, we talk about power, you talk about delivery. Bond never fails. So when you wear a jacket made of NN suits, like say a velvet, you're not gonna fail in the red carpet. It's gonna be a Bond moment for you because you turn up in a classic, comfortable tux.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you see in some events I see women wearing suits.
Yeah.
Is it advisable? Or
Yeah, why not?
The gown does the best?
Actually, no, not really. It depends on how you're rocking the suit. You understand? Okay. Is it a designer? Is it fully crafted for you? How have accessorized it have you used a stylist to accessorize the suit itself? For him to come to life, you see the way Janelle Monáe always turns up to the red carpet with the suit, and still she's commanding the red carpet more than people who have turned up in dresses
and gowns.
Hence the power of the suit. You understand? But it doesn't just become powerful if you don't use the right designer, the right stylist for the accessories. Even the accessories you're wearing, are they designers? You understand? The lipstick you're wearing, is it a designer? The shoes you're wearing, is it a designer? It complements the entire suit, hence giving you the power on the red carpet. And that's what Kenyan entertainers don't get. They just want to get a quality suit from Nimrod, then go to their closet and pick a shoe that they've been using since January. Come on.
Wow. And does the fabric matter?
Yes, it does. It does. It does in general. You just can't come with you can come with the fabric and it end up being my curtain in the house.
Oh, all right.
You get me?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So you have to be very careful. That's why it's very important to work with a stylist and a designer when going to the red carpet so that you know what you're wearing.
Okay.
Don't let the designers fool you. They might give you a fabric, then you turn up there, you'll be like, nilienda kwa kina nani nikaona ni table mat. Bro. No. You start questioning your designer.
I've seen the curtain joke on social media.
Yes, it happens. Yes.
I don't think I would like it to happen.
Because you would go to just a normal designer, he picks up a fabric that alikuwa anashona nao curtain na kwamba hii ukivaa buda au utatokea, you get? Hii itakuwa noma, but kumbe anataka kuuza fabric zimebaki. You get? My guy, be careful. Okay. Work with professionals, that's why we're here.
So Nimrod.
Yeah.
Are you ready for quick fire questions?
Born ready, ever ready like Paka Power. Let's go.
Today I have them here because they are just yours. Nobody else can answer these apart from you because they are meant for you. And my number one quick fire question is, if you could style any global icon, what would it be and why?
Global icon, who would it be and why?
Yes.
I'd be humbled. I'd be more than humbled to style Kipchoge Keino.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he has done something that no human has ever done. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Glorious.
Yeah.
What's one fashion trend you think should never ever come back?
Fashion trend that should never ever come back? Mohawk. Oh my goodness. I hated it with my life. I hated it with my life. Why would you have? Why do you look like a
bad?
A bad, like, a developing bad. Come on. You're Luo did. Oh my goodness, I'm talking in Luo now.
No problem.
Yeah, it's cool.
As long as you translate it.
Yeah, let's go.
So, if you had to wear only one suit color for the rest of your life, which one would it be?
Funny enough, I'd go for anything colorful. Purple, pink, and all day, any day, I've always been into colors. Yeah. If you check my page, you'll see it's a very
Yeah, I
colorful
know.
page.
You have a very cute.
Yeah. So anything colorful, I'd settle down for the rest of my life. Yeah.
Okay.
Pastel colors, to be precise.
All right. Who takes the longest to decide on a suit? Is it celebrities? Is it grooms or corporate clients?
I'd say celebrities, because they care about what the society is going to talk about them. Corporates, they don't care as long as they're making money. Grooms, it's a one-day thing for them. But celebrities, it's a lifetime thing for them. They think that we care. We don't care. We don't care how you look, bro. Just look good. If you care that you look good, that's a you problem, bro.
Yeah, right.
Let's go.
So, if you could swap wardrobes with any celebrity, who would it be and why?
Still me. I won't exchange it with anybody. My wardrobe is lit. If I pull up, I command attention from my perfume to my laces. They'll still command,
All right.
your presence, or rather your attention.
Okay. And finally, what's one thing you can't stop buying?
One thing I can't stop buying, bro. So many things. Perfumes. I love smelling good. I love watches. I love McQueens. I can't stop buying McQueens. You see this one? I think I've owned more than 100 pairs of these ever since I started living as a human being. Kid you not, if you check my page, you'll just find white shoes mostly. And of course, official shoes now for my suits and all that. But when I go to the red carpet, mostly I rock Alexander McQueen's. First things first, it's very comfortable when you're walking with them. And they look good in any outfit that you're going to wear. So I've always been a fan of McQueen's and perfumes and watches and of course suits that I make every day because I like looking good, I like commanding attention, I like making people feel comfortable approaching me. You understand?
Yeah.
Yes. When I look good, you feel comfortable asking, bro, who made your suit? Then I'll be like, man, I made my suit. You get? That's already a conversation that is going on. So I command that by the way I look.
So guys, I'm actually sad because we are coming to an end of this conversation, and I still would want it to continue.
If we talk about everything about my life, we'd spend a whole day here. The end's the documentary, so there's so many things we have not touched on. How I came to be, how did I blow up, and all that stuff. We'll save that for another day. Yeah,
but for now, maybe you can just tell us how you blew up.
Oh, you want to get fat of now? You're not getting it. Pay me. Anyway, it's long story short. Citizen played a big role.
All right.
Yeah, it was a huge interview that I respected, and the respect that I gave the interview shaped me who I am. Yes. And I'll talk about the respect part in the near future. Yes.
All right.
If God gives me life.
Of course, He will. We pray and believe.
Yeah.
All right, so in case anybody wants to come and find you, probably for advice of what to dress in a certain event or just anything that is happening, just any occasion, or rather make orders of suits, just tell them where to get you.
Physical location, Jivanji Garden Chambers, 4th floor, room 403. And if making it to CBD is a hassle for you, we always come in your way. We always have offers of coming to your way, be it the office, the house. We always have house calls for you. Come with the fabrics to get to select. And if you also want to get us on social media, Nimrod Nick, anywhere, and in suits. If you just type Nimrod, the first one over there is always me. So yeah, do I say it?
Okay.
And number, it's over there, 0701-273-327. Yeah, you'll always find me. Come through, I'll give you a suit of your budget. Worry not about me working with celebrities. When you come to my office, I'll treat you as a celebrity. Yeah, because I don't discriminate any of my clients.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd love to tell the audience?
Life is short. Live it, but live it to the right people. And of course, you know what? You know the vibes.
I got it right.
That's what's up.
All right. Thank you so much for this beautiful conversation. We appreciate, and you know what? You're that guy.
Appreciate it.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of this conversation, and wow, this was it. This was amazing. This was beautiful. And of course, we'll see you next time. But for now, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please remember to do that. We go by the name Influencer TV Kenya. Our YouTube, our social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, Influencer TV Kenya. Do that thing. And of course, do everything that you can do. And finally, this beautiful episode has been brought and proudly sponsored by Prime House Interiors Limited, a company that deals with interior and exterior designs. And of course, you can check their website out at primehouseinteriors.co.ke. See you next time, good people. We love you. Kisses.
Yeah! It's a wrap, yeah?
It's a wrap.
That was so awesome, yeah?